another one for you guys. This one's gonna be straightforward, just a little wheel swap on this 03 100th anniversary. And like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Dude wanted to get his wheels done for his birthday. Called Harley, a few local shops, and it's been like 3 days to a week. Harley's like a month out, so shit's pretty insane. So had someone give him my information. He actually hit me up to get this shit right. So told him I can have it done in a day. Figured I'd make a video on it. Ordered the parts and what have you. Had everything dropped off. And like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's just more so slapping the rotors on. I had him purchase some fender risers, just so it wouldn't ride on the fender and the inner fender, or should I say, because anyone who has pretty much thrown a 21 on a stock fender, it burns right here and you start noticing bubbles and what have you, and yeah, that's a no-go. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna knock it out, give dude his bike back, and yeah, have him looking crispy for his birthday. So waste no time, get right into it, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy this one. So we got the front wheel off. That shit's good to go. Little factory 16. And next I'll tackle this fender. So in order to throw that 21 in, you're gonna want to get some fender risers. And essentially those things will just bolt right here, raise it like 1.5 inches or 1/4, 3/4, whatever it is. And yeah, so dirty, but look like that. They'll just boom. Just like that, right there. Obviously with this shit off, but yeah, and then the fender pretty much goes on here, bolts on there, and then you get the support from, bam, these being bolted right there. So straightforward. You get some people that are like, oh, the factory wheel will fit. I mean, that bitch will, but it's not gonna guarantee that your paint job's gonna like it, or the top of the fender. So be mindful, take that in consideration. You know, had that on my first go around too, but I run pretty much the riser, so don't cheap out. Those things are like, if that, 30-something bucks. Sometimes you find them cheaper, but yeah. So get this thing going, throw those rotors on, Loctite, torque down those bolts, and then slap that thing on here, and yeah, pretty sweet. I think this dude's gonna like it, and yeah, get this shit going. Well, like always, we run into some sort of problem, so we got these in there. Everything's fine and dandy, but if you see, it's like an aftermarket fender, so just butt up on that. And then same as here, so my best suggestion would be to kind of Dremel this down just a tad bit. It's fiberglass anyway. And it won't really fuck with the structural integrity of the shit. So just knock that down pretty much to where it's almost level with the, I don't know if you can see that with this. And it should just fit right on. And since it's so thick, you see that. Not very much thread protrusion right there, so we'll also have to get some longer screws to compensate, which is no big deal, but things do happen. And yeah, this is pretty much what they're taxing you. at the dealership or other spots when they run into shit like this, but no biggie. We'll still get it done. Give them a call, let them know. Run to the hardware store, get some longer screws, and go from there. So I was able to get it bolted on. Everything's looking good. And next step is pretty much slapping these rotors on and torquing them down, putting the wheel, then I'll jump on the back and be ready to go. So yeah, a little bump in the road, but it's all good. That's what he had, that's what he wanted on there. Shit, made it happen, so yeah. Alright, so it was unfortunate, but I got the wheel on, didn't record, but yeah, the fender didn't end up working. So it seems like it's a tad bit too shallow, and it pretty much just sits at the very top, even with the riser. So that's a real shallow fender. And mind you, it's not factory original. So I pulled the original one that I had, offered if he wanted to take a look at it, purchase it, whatever the case may be, but he's not obligated to. That's just me trying to look out for him. But yeah, this was aftermarket one of some sort, but wasn't able to work with this. It literally just kind of sat on here like a ball cap. So yeah, it's on here now. Just get the rest tidied up and then throw that back one on real fast, and then old boy can pick this thing up tomorrow, and then hopefully either he purchases this one or finds another one. I don't know if he wants me to color match it or he'll look around, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, shit happens, you know, smallest things, but everything else checked out, so that's all that matters. But there we go. Just gonna clean the blue film that's on here, a little protective film. And once I get that off, pretty much mount the rotor. So now that this is out, pulley's off, we're gonna go ahead and, as you see, I already got it on, but throw these screws in. But prior to that, you're gonna have to cut them because these ones are actually too long. And I know that from all the other ones that I have done, so including mine. But yeah, you can either get some slightly shorter, or if you're crafty enough and have the stuff like a vise, pretty much lock it in, not on the threads though. And yeah, I cut exactly 3 threads off of the factory ones, and they work fine. You just gotta make sure it's not too sharp, or you get it just right. Like I said, if you're skilled enough, you can go ahead and try 3 threads, because if not, you run the risk of pretty much fucking up the threads in here or what have you. But like I said, I've done it before. I'm confident in what I'm able to do. But this is for anyone else out there trying to do it. You can get away with these, just 3 threads, but you know, at your own risk. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these cut down, make sure everything's cool, and yeah, finish this shit up. Up.
Just wait to tell
Oh,
begin blending these colors together.
It's finally on. Wheels back on here. Threw his exhaust and stuff back on. Torqued everything down. And yeah, it's good to go. So that's how it's looking.
Now then, clean, dry brush. Let's begin blending these colors together. Just blend them together. There.
And that's a wrap. So until the new fender comes in, gets painted, whatever the case may be, just gonna take it like this for right now, but ain't no big deal. We'll handle the whole fender issue when he comes across it. Like I said, it's cold right now, so it's a lot of downtime. Able to get yourself situated before summer, but yeah, it came out sweet.
Just beat the devil out of it.